I am sitting here, and I thought I would come real quick and say thank you to all of the new subscribers. Hello, hello to all the new folks out there. As you can see, unfortunately, the subscriber count on my channel is uh, it's hidden. I've got it hidden. And reason why is because I've been around for quite some time and I got a lot of haters, and I would rather them not see my success. Hey, Coolie Cat Shody, how are you, hon? Hello. So, how to get a personal reading from me is what I wanted to talk to you guys about, actually. I do provide personal private readings for people. Either they can be done by video, Skype, or phone. So I have three options for that. I did sort of change things a whole lot. So if you're coming back for a repeat reading, or if you've been a client of mine before, just know that I don't do any of my readings via Google Voice anymore. I just didn't feel that they were secure, that number was secure in a lot of ways. And so I just decided to do things a lot differently. So instead of you calling in for your reading, I call you at your appointment time. And it just, doing it like that just makes a whole lot more sense. Hey, Janet and Kimberly, how are you? Good evening. Good evening to you guys. So the way that you get a private reading is I do have a website. You can go to the link is in the video description box below. And you just go to the website, add the reading of your choice to the cart, and you don't have to have PayPal to check out. I think a lot of people get hung up on that because, and I've contacted quite a few people. They're like, "Oh, but I don't have PayPal." But you can use your credit or debit card. You just check out as a guest through PayPal, and you'll be fine. If you need any help, you can contact me. But usually, it's pretty. It's pretty simple for most people. It's pretty user friendly for a lot of people. Another thing that I was going to say is that when you do get your readings, just keep in mind that I may not be available all the time the same day. That is unless you pay for an emergency same day readings. I do have that option available on the website. It is pretty pricey, but you get your reading on the same day. And then I do have another option that says I want my reading in 2 hours. So there's an option to add the reading within, for you to get your reading within 2 hours, because I am typically booked up at least a couple of days in advance. Okay. My schedule typically goes out that far. And it does fill up pretty fast. Okay. Usually, well, the way that I do it, it just depends on what you want. If you want a Skype reading, make sure that you add me on Skype. Like as soon as you purchase your reading, if you're getting a Skype reading, just go ahead and add me on Skype and say, "Hey, I just paid for a reading and I'm adding you on Skype." And my Skype name is Tarot Queen Jamila. You can't miss me. It's on there. I don't think I have more than one Skype. I might have more than one Skype, but it's Tarot Queen Jamila. And I don't know. I think that a lot of people, what I want you to focus on during your readings is relaxing yourself, being in a place where the one thing that I ask of you guys is to try to be in a quiet place when you're getting your reading done, especially if you're doing it by phone with me. Okay. Now, if you are in a position where you can't really, talk to me on the phone or whatever, if you're not in a position where you can't talk to me on the phone or whatever, then you can definitely get a video reading. It's not a good thing for me to do your reading and there's like several people in the background and they're not a part of the reading. Like whoever is there with you, somehow has to be a part of the reading, unless it's the kids, because I know I do a lot of readings for people with kids, and the kids will be there. But I can read you apart and separate from other people. Other loud adults are kind of loud. So just make sure that you're in a quiet place, and that also that you're not, try not to be, try to be in a calm disposition, guys, because sometimes when you're upset, it'll upset me because I'm an empath. So I've actually done readings for people, and I've actually had to stop in the middle of the reading. I've had to stop and say, hey, listen, I can't go on right now because there's some negative energy on you. And a lot of times what I'll have people to do is, if I feel that there's way too much negative energy around you, what I'll do is I'll have you go and either take a shower or a bath or something. I'm not kidding, guys, because it's very real, especially when you guys, especially when you're telling me about something and you're still carrying that energy with you. I can sort of experience it with you, and I don't necessarily want to experience that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, if you, it's hard to explain. Just keep in mind that I am a sensitive, okay? Just keep that in mind. And so I'm going to be very, very, very sensitive to the energies that are around you, okay? Especially when I'm reading you. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of people that come and get readings, and they will actually prepare themselves. And believe me, I do a protection ritual before I do your reading. So you don't necessarily have to worry about that part of it, but just like if I'm usually when I'm reading you, I'm reading you. Okay. So it helps things out when you are in a calm, relaxed atmosphere and not to where you're upset. Now, I do readings for people all the time that are upset. I do readings for people all the time that are scared. I do readings for people that are depressed, that are anxious. So you don't have to worry about that. But just keep in mind that, you know, that part of it could happen because I'm also a medium. So, yeah. And a lot of y'all, it'll just, sometimes it'll feel like some of y'all are in a haunted house. I'll be like, oh my God, what is that? And I'll feel all these different sensations. And sometimes the energy around you, it's almost like, I'll say that it's almost like, you know how like when a crowd of puppies run up to you and they're just kind of all over you, that's kind of how your spirits will do me. They'll just kind of jump on me and try to come out, you know, just try to get all over me and stuff. And if that happens, also if you are a medium and if you suffer from certain types of mental illnesses such as anxiety, let me know prior to the reading as well. Okay. But I've been really, really, really careful about that lately. I've been very, very careful about that because it just, for me, it's kind of like, it's kind of difficult it just makes it difficult to read you, especially if I'm talking to you while you're too upset. Try not to be very, very upset when you're talking to me. Try not to have that energy still connected to you because otherwise it'll make it hard to read you, and especially when you guys are dealing with certain stuff. Yeah. Kimberly said you only have Skype. No, I don't just have Skype. I mean, what do you mean by you only have Skype? Do you mean like other apps like WhatsApp and all that stuff? I think there's a lot of different apps out there, Cashapp, stuff like that. Yeah, I only do readings by Skype and by phone for now. I will do a Facebook video reading as well. If you guys need a live Facebook reading, because they have like a messenger. I actually took Messenger off of my phone though. I took Messenger off of my phone because it was just way too many people on Facebook. Just, it felt like harassment. It did. It felt like I was being harassed. So, yeah. Are you willing to do a reading now, or is it just informational? Just wondering, miss. Are you talking about, am I doing a reading right now? No, I'm not doing a reading right now. I'm just telling you guys how to get a reading. Oh, okay. Duo. Oh, see, they've got all this new stuff out. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What else was I going to say? I've got different options available on the website now. I've got mini readings. Okay. And mini readings are really good for people that have a very active lifestyle that don't have time to sit there all day for 30 minutes to hour or 2 hours. There are some of you sometimes I do 2 hour readings for people. And then some of you guys just want short readings. Okay. So I've got the Oracle video reading available on the website. I also have the Oracle and the Tarot video reading option available. And then I have the 15-minute mini reading that is done by either Skype or phone. Okay. And what's another thing I've got? My readings are on sale. So go to the website and you'll find some very reasonable prices. You know, stuff is on sale right now. So you can go and get that. And then what else was I going to say? My spell consultations are on sale. So you guys can go and get that. With love spells, guys, can I tell y'all the secret to love spells, to making them work, or just to surviving all of that? When I cast a love spell for you, and by the way, my love spells are on sale and they do work. Yeah, they do. Sometimes they work a little too good. They've worked for me. They've worked for me, you know. But you cannot sit around and obsess. You can't do it. And I know that there are a lot of obsessive people out there. If I do a love casting for you, you need to stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. This is what every practitioner is going to tell you. Even when you're dealing with a relationship with a man where you're breaking up with him, sometimes you got to stop thinking about him. And if you can't stop thinking about him, there might be something else. Okay? Now, I realize if you miss somebody and all of that, that's understandable. But just keep in mind that your energy is going to mean everything during a love casting. And if you are scared and unsure, and all of that energetically goes into your spell work. All of it does. All of your energy goes into the spell work. And if you're sitting there over any spell that you do, anything that you do, any endeavor that you want, any desire that you have, sitting there obsessing about it is just going to lead you to anxiety and depression and sadness, because you want it right then and there, but you can't necessarily have it right then and there. You can't. So sometimes you just got to wait. You got to wait. And no, I am not going to go and kill somebody for a man. I don't believe in doing that. I don't believe in doing stuff like that. So you're not gonna, no, I'm sensible. Okay. So I know that some of you want what you want and you want it right now at this very second, but you can't always have that like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've seen love spells take up to a year to work. Okay. You can recast them and maybe it'll make a difference, but divine timing is everything. So I know that a lot, and it's specifically with love work, and divine timing can go for a lot of other things, including healing spells. Like even if I were to heal somebody of cancer or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, or some kind of sickness or illness that you may have. It may take a while to heal that, you know, it may take a while. So, and healings, I do a lot of healing and peace and serenity work for people that have been hurt by relationships, or typically people that are having PTSD or things or stuff that's hurt people, because we all have. Listen, this is what I want to tell you. Witches have problems too. Yeah, it's called life. It baffles me at the amount of people that will go to a witch and say, how can you call yourself a witch? and your life is not perfect. Really? Are you serious? So because I'm a practitioner, life is supposed to be perfect, or I'm supposed to have everything exactly how I want it right there at that moment. No, no, no. God, no. I can't believe some of the people that just don't really have a good bead or on reality. Everybody has problems at some point. Okay. And some of you guys will perceive something as being a problem that's not, because I had a lot of people with a negative perception of being a mother. And I'm like, I love my kids. What are you talking about? I ain't got no problem with being a mother. But there's some people out there, they're like, oh God, you've got all those kids. How do you do it? How do you survive? It's like, these are my kids. And my grandmother had 7 children. So sometimes it's just second nature to some of us. Okay. It's just, it's scary sometimes. The people that literally, I don't know. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. I think as a civilization, we need to be careful with that. But anyway, we're talking about getting a reading. And I'm going off into that. I'll go on that soapbox later, at a later time. But my whole thing about it, guys, is that, when you are getting spelled now with cleanses tend to help you feel better instantly. Now, if you are continuously being exposed to the negative energy, okay, if you're constantly being exposed to that negative energy or that negative person constantly, then a cleanse really, I mean, you can get a cleanse that's going to make you feel better, but then you're going to need to do another one. And some of you that have jobs, and this is what I want to tell you, the number one place where you need to get, where you're getting bad energy from, is at work. That is the number one place, and you guys are carrying it home with you. That's just like when I get off of here. When I get off of here, I'm gonna light an incense and clear the air. You know what I'm saying? You have to do things like that. And then that's another thing, guys. I may be a witch, but if you have to wait until the next day to hear back from me, then just be patient. Okay? Because if you email me and I'm sort of busy or something, or I'm spending time with the family or whatever, I don't necessarily check my email every 5 minutes, even though I do get instant notifications. That's something that I don't really like all the time, because I feel like even if you are a witch or a practitioner, you still need to have balance. So there's a lot of people, they're just constantly, it's just like, I mean, of course, we're always constantly in spirit. Yeah, of course, we're constantly experiencing life. So that is spirit, right? But I don't have, I'm not always on. Like sometimes I'm off. I'm off the clock. So, and I think that's very important. I think that my clients have appreciated it because of the work that I've done for them. I've just been having some amazing results, especially from the lottery spells that I've been casting for people, and just a lot of the different stuffs that I do. So I'm really, really excited about the summer that's coming up, or whatever. And anyway, so this was supposed to be just for that, and I'm going off into everything else. If you need a reading, the link to my website is below. I do sometimes go, maybe it may take a couple of days for you to get on my schedule sometimes. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. I just noticed that the troll, is doing that same thumbs up and thumbs down thing again. So bizarre. Oh my goodness gracious. And it's just like, hi, I'm still here. I'm still stalking you. Sorry guys, I have stalkers on here. They're really, really bizarre and weird. They are. They do some bizarre things. I swear to you. It's just very bizarre behavior of some of these people on YouTube. And it can really, really be sort of like, really? To people, it's like, really? You're that crazy? This person just will sit there when I go live. They're just sitting there playing with the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Just sitting there playing with it. Just going thumbs up, thumbs down. It's so bizarre. And they just started doing that. They just started doing that. Like, this is a new thing that they're doing these days. It's so weird. It's so bizarre. And you know what I think it is? I think that it is social media and the constant perpetual need for thumbs up. So this person is kind of like, they feel like they're toying with me or something. It's like, I don't care that much about the thumbs up. I don't care. It's disabled anyway. The rating is disabled to where you can't see it, but I can still see it from over here. I can see the thumbs up. I can't see the thumbs down that they're doing, but it's so bizarre. Okay. Shelly Hunt, that was the stupidest question that I've ever heard somebody say. I swear to God, that's the stupidest question I've ever heard somebody say. I think that you're trolling. That's a troll. I got one more question. I want a separation candle done, but will it work if we live together, or do I have to be away from the person for it to work? Sorry, guys. My allergies are, I'm kind of clearing my throat right now. Yeah, it'll work if you live together. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like I would have to look at it, Kimberly. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate it. What does it mean when you try releasing someone and you keep dreaming them? Coolie Cat, it's not time for you to release. You don't necessarily have to release. You need Coolie Cat, you need a reading. Keep in mind, guys, if I've done work for you, you guys can always come back and get readings. They're not free. I can't give you free readings forever. But I can do a reading on you. You guys have got to be patient when it comes to love work. you don't necessarily have to release them. Just kind of like with love spells, just do you. Just do you. Okay, seriously. I'm going to come back and we'll talk about that. This isn't the hangout to do that from. But I just wanted to do for this one to show you guys how to get a reading, okay? And so, because a lot of people will email me, a lot of people will call me. And so just in case you guys want to know, the fastest, easiest way to get on my schedule is to just go to the website, place your order, and then I send you the booking link. I do allow you to schedule your reading for when you need it. But I just ask that you... I am so annoyed with whoever this person is that is harassing me. Like, I don't harass you at work. Please go away. This person is really harassing me. Like, that is really psychotic. I swear to God, it's some psychotic people on YouTube. You're welcome, Kimberly. You're welcome, Kimberly. Love you too, hon. Shelly Hunt says, how can you be a witch and be godly? I'm gonna go, guys. I have zero, like, honestly, you know what, hon? This is what I want to say to you. I think that you need to do more. I honestly, I'm not even gonna, I swear to God, guys, I can't handle it. I can't handle that question. I just really can't. I'm not gonna go there today. I'm not gonna go there today, especially But you can tell that they're trolling, and then they're playing with the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is a troll. It is a troll. It is. It's a troll. They're trolling me tonight because trolls are bored with life and very, very unfulfilled. And you know what? Do what you do. Goodness gracious. They ain't got nothing else to do. Good Lord. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's two of them too. It's two of them. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's sad, actually. It's very sad. I'm just keeping it real with you. For somebody to be that unfulfilled in life, let's talk about that later. You guys know where to reach me to get a reading, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.